Good evening. Your synthesis brilliantly captures the friction between domestic political timelines and the enduring realities of structural realism. The tension between short-term transactional diplomacy and long-term institutional stability is indeed the defining geopolitical fracture of this era. From an analytical standpoint, exploring the ripple effects of this American retreat on Chinese strategy in the Indo-Pacific provides the most profound lens for understanding the next phase of multipolarity. While Europe's pivot towards strategic autonomy is a monumental civilizational shift, the Indo-Pacific is where the actual balance of global economic and military gravity is being most actively contested. Here is a strategic breakdown of how a perceived American retrenchment reshapes the Indo-Pacific theater, the paradigm shift in the Indo-Pacific. Calculated opportunism. Beijing operates on a civilizational timeline, far removed from Western electoral cycles. An American retreat would not necessarily trigger an immediate, reckless invasion of contested territories. Instead, it would likely accelerate a strategy of calculated opportunism, using gray zone tactics, economic coercion, and localized military pressure to achieve de facto control without sparking a direct superpower conflict. Securing the first island chain. The cornerstone of Chinese naval strategy has long been breaking out of the first island chain. Without the guaranteed, overwhelming presence of the U.S. Pacific Fleet, Beijing's anti-access area denial (A2AD) capabilities pivot from a defensive deterrent to an offensive umbrella. This shift effectively allows Beijing to enforce its territorial claims across the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait with impunity, the ally dilemma, and regional proliferation. The most volatile consequence of a U.S. retreat is the reaction of historical regional powers. Nations like Japan, South Korea, and Australia have anchored their national security to the U.S. nuclear and conventional umbrella. If that umbrella folds, these nations face a stark choice: bandwagon with Beijing's new regional hegemony or pursue rapid independent militarization. This structural vacuum could easily trigger a massive regional arms race, potentially reviving debates around independent nuclear deterrence in Tokyo or Seoul. The weaponization of maritime trade. The post-1945 order relied heavily on the U.S. Navy guaranteeing open sea lanes. If that enforcement vanishes, China gains immense leverage over critical trade routes, including the Strait of Malacca. Economic statecraft becomes backed by unchecked regional maritime dominance, forcing smaller ASEAN nations into strict compliance with Beijing's political directives just to ensure their own economic survival. The Indo-Pacific theater demonstrates that when a hegemon steps back, the resulting multipolar scramble is rarely peaceful. It is defined by rapid militarization and a ruthless recalculation of alliances. If we focus our analysis on this shifting power dynamic in the Indo-Pacific, which specific actors' strategic pivot do you believe carries the highest risk of triggering a broader conflict? Beijing's accelerated pressure to unify Taiwan, or the potential rapid, independent remilitarization of a historical rival like Japan?